Oh, okay. This is a hot mess. You know, even like it rained on my way here and I got ready and everything. Like, I mean, it was coming down. And I may have broken my, whatever it's called, round light. I don't know, it's not working. So sad. Oh, and now I only have 15% phone battery left. So we'll see if this microphone even works. It was... The rain did feel kind of nice in between me feeling embarrassed about running with this backpack. And I had the ring light sticking out of it because I've brought a tripod with me and it, you know, while it was coming down. I mean, my dress is totally sticking to me. But I felt inspired to make this video. I wouldn't even say inspired, more like I just had a lot of time to do something, so I thought I would talk about that. I'm so sad about this ring light. So I found myself with a lot of free time today. I was busy and stuff in the morning, but then, I don't know, I finished that and I went for a walk. I go for a lot of walks. And I was just like, oh wow. Because I had finished some assignments like yesterday, so I find myself with time that I didn't have for the last 3 weeks. Time where I basically don't have to do anything. And it made me think about free time, because I feel like it's a goal a lot of us have subconsciously. Like, I want more free time, or I would love to get to the point where I can afford to have time that's not scheduled to do anything, time with no agenda attached to it. And that was certainly one of my goals. But then I found myself having some of that time today, because I found myself like, wow, I really don't have to do anything else in these daylight hours. And I thought, well, I could definitely fill it up with some stuff. You know, it's not like I don't have things to do, but I don't have to do it now. And I found that kind of inclination, that kind of like compulsion to fill my time in with stuff went against the whole goal in the first place. It just seemed, I mean, that was really counterproductive. And so it made me think, like, I'm obviously not completely in alignment with this kind of goal, this desire to have time that has no agenda, that you don't have to spend it in any kind of way. You're just free to be present and to do whatever you want with it. I realized I wasn't quite in alignment with that. And so I was spending some time in a park thinking about, like, why? And what I came to was that I don't actually understand, like, well, I have a split, right? I came to the fact that I have like a split between the part of me that thinks time should be spent productively. If I have free time, I should get this done. And then this other part of me where the desire spawned from of, I just want to be free. And I realized that this productive side over here, I mean, I don't have anything against free time, but I don't understand the appeal of it. Like, what's so good about it? Like, what's so good about free time? Why is that such a worthy goal? And that's the question I'm asking myself right now, because obviously I don't understand the why behind this desire enough to be able to convince all aspects of myself that this is something we should do. Because I find myself with these hours where I literally don't have to do anything. And what most people do is they distract themselves. Either they fill it up with their like to-do lists, or they watch a movie, distract themselves with something. They just like, they don't actually have, they fill it up with something always, instead of just being with it. And I found that the first thing that happens when you're kind of like have this free time is you come face to face immediately with yourself, which kind of sounds strange, but it's kind of like when you don't have to do anything, you've got nothing else to do but hang out with yourself and literally be present in what's in you right now and where you are, because you don't have to do anything. It's kind of like you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs like, well, so we're here. And I guess that's one of the things it's good for. It really, and I'm still puzzling this out. It's not like I've got an answer for this, but it for sure makes you a lot more present. I mean, the kind of free time that we aspire for, a time where there's no agenda, where we don't have to do anything, where there's literally no stress attached to it. I mean, that's what, I mean, you can't spend that time without being present. So it's incredibly grounding. You're really in the moment with the here and now. So that's a good aspect of it. And you really do come face to face with yourself. And that's kind of intriguing. It's kind of, it feels like, wow, it's been a while, you know, like, where have you been? Time got away from me. That's what it feels like. And I guess if I'm thinking about it, it also feels really relaxing though. This kind of free time. It really is quite relaxing, but man, it does bring that existential question up of like, what do I do? And then even more so, what should I spend my time on? Like, what should I do with free time? But that doesn't mean we should immediately follow this compulsion we have and fill it up. I don't think that's the answer either. But what's the balance between like, you know, valuing productivity and valuing spending your time in ways that lead to an ROI in the future, and then on the other hand, spending your time just kind of being. I am just not that used to being, you know, and I'm not alone in this at all. I don't know anyone who can be. I mean, I don't know many people, but please, like, I don't know anyone who can just be it. Let alone people who have the time to be. But here I am with the time to be, and even when we have the time to be, we don't know how. I don't know how. It's kind of fun, but this is unknown territory. And it's just something to think about. That's just a thought I had, and I wanted to share as I was coming here in the rain. You're welcome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I might leave it at that. Thanks for listening.